Self-talk is important, or like just they are doing practice with co-learners? What is important?
Again, no controversy, no offense. Both are equally important. It depends which techniques work for you.
Yes, you are visible also. Good afternoon.
A very good afternoon, Tanya. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. What about your day?
My day so far so good. No complaint till now. By the grace of Almighty God. Thank you for kind concern. Hopefully your day is also going good, right?
Yes, my day is going good. So we are meeting first time. So I would like to know more about yourself. Could you please introduce yourself?
Sure, why not? I would be more than happy to introduce myself. Here we go. My name is Shiv,
Mhm.
and I born and brought up in India only, and my native place is India. Well, my state name is Uttarakhand, and by profession, I'm a central government employee. As far as my academic qualification concerned, I'm done with my Master in English, Master in Commerce, and this year I'm pursuing my Master in Economics. This is my final year. In addition to this, I do teach English to beginners and intermediate speakers through different online applications, and I do have my own YouTube channel by the name of English with Teacher Shiv. So that's all about mine.
So tell me, sir, tell me one thing. Like your accent is, different. It's not looks Indian accent. So how you get this kind of accent? By practice or
Well, thanks for your gratitude as you have appreciated my accent. Secondly, I would say since I started speaking English, I'm speaking in the same accent which I'm having right now. Well, in my initial days, I used to use one application there. I've talked with many native speakers around the world, and just because of that, I got an influence of the accent on my spoken English. Secondly,
Mhm.
I've been practicing IPA, International Phonetic Alphabet, where I need to practice with some different sounds and I need to understand their intonation, stress pattern, and so many other stuff where I need to work on my minimal pairs. So just because of that, mass for way of speaking is a little bit different from the way people speak in India.
Hmm. Do you think within 30 days we can speak English fluently if we have Hindi background?
Yes, we can because I did my schooling from Hindi medium school and in my initial days, such a terrible and awful speaker in terms of spoken English. So if I
Hmm.
can speak, though I'm not that much fluent, but still, I consider myself as a intermediate speaker of English, and I'm trying my best in order to level up my spoken English. So if I can, you guys can better than me. Depends on your hard
Hmm.
work and practice.
Hmm. For speaking English, vocabulary is required or grammar skills is required. Which thing is more required for fluency and for speaking?
Okay, so I'll take this question this way that what is fluency?
Hmm.
We all have different definition of fluency in our mind. Some of us think that the one who's speaking English too much fast is a good speaker or is a fluent speaker. Some of us think that the one who's use jargons, advanced vocabs, he's the one who is a fluent speaker. Some of us think that the one who has a foreign accent, he is a fluent speaker. So we do have diversity in terms of fluency. But as per
Hmm.
my little knowledge concern about fluency, what I believe that fluency is nothing but it's the way you're speaking English. It should be resonate with the language you have as a native tongue. If you can speak
Hmm.
English like as your native speaker or native speaker of Hindi or any other language you have, so in that way you have to speak English in a effortless way, in a comfortable way. and you are not making a mistake, you are not stacking, you are not stramming. If you have that kind of naturalness and smoothness in your spoken English, so you are fluent speaker. Speaking
Okay.
too much fast is nothing to do with fluency. So
Hmm.
if you say that within 30 days, how one can become a fluent speaker, so you can become a fluent speaker, but you need to focus on every single tool of English. As you mentioned,
Mm-hmm.
like LRWS, listening, reading, writing, and speaking, which one is more important in order to acquire this language? So my answer is as simple as a piece of cake. All are equally important because
Mm-hmm.
all these are pillar of English, and English being a home, you need bricks,
Mm-hmm.
iron, cement, water, everything. So all this works as a component for making your English an advanced level. So listening podcast, audiobooks, and native speaker of English into some authentic English speaker will improve your content creation power, will give you a
Mm-hmm.
knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, when I'm saying reading, reading will allow you to open up your mind and think in a different way. So if you read at least one page in one day, you are going to learn so many new vocabs. You're going to understand the sentence formation. At the same time, if you read aloud, you're going to improve your pronunciation. So listening and reading works as an input, and writing and speaking works as an output. So writing
Mm-hmm.
every day will improve your grammar, your accuracy. So before you write, you think first. That can develop your thinking English process. And last, that is called speaking, which we are doing right now. I've seen many times people have a lot of theoretical knowledge in their mind when it comes to spoken English related
Mm-hmm.
to grammar rules, vocabularies, and idioms and everything. But when it comes to speaking practically, they are totally failed. It's because
Mm-hmm.
they haven't trained their mouth muscles in order to let the English come out from their mouth naturally, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we need to follow all these steps equally. Then only we can learn this language holistically. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. If someone is beginner, then they should first approach the grammar, or they should first approach try to speak the English words. Like sometimes they are just joining some words and they are speaking. What is important for beginners?
Well, I would say it depends on the level of that beginner. There are so many types of beginners. Beginners
Mhm.
who don't even know ABCD, they can speak only Hindi.
Yes.
Beginners who know ABCD and bit words like sorry, what, how, and but they can't
Mm-hmm.
make sentence. Beginners like they can make sentences, but the sentences are not correct. They are making a lot of mistakes because they are not aware of grammar rules. Beginners like they can speak English. They are not making any mistakes, but they are simple. They are making a very simple and very ordinary sentences. So
Mm-hmm.
it's depend on the level of beginner that what kind of strategies he has to follow in order to master this language. But
Mm-hmm.
basically, what I believe on, a beginner has to focus on his flow and confidence first, rather focusing on grammar. Once you reach on that level where you can speak English without hesitation, shyness, in a comfortable way with anyone, then after you can go for accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
And if you try to learn basic vocabs first, then you can switch to the basic sentences. Then next is learn some advanced words. Then switch some advanced sentence formation. Then you can include grammar as well. And last, you can add some ornamentation like idioms, phrasal verb, and some advanced English expression that can beautify your English. So this is
Hmm.
how a beginner can cover the journey of learning this language.
So you mean to say first we should check the level of the beginner. Like if they don't know A, B, C, D, then they will take more time. And if they don't,
Agreed.
if they know like sentence structure, grammar, like they're vast grammar, so they can speak easily.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Like evaluation is the first step. You need to evaluate yourself, like what is the level of English you have? What is
Mm-hmm.
the standard of your English? And then only you have to start working on it. Because
Mm-hmm.
until unless we don't know our level, how can we cover the journey of being fluent in this language?
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me one thing. Self-talk is important or like just they are doing practice with co-learners? What is important?
Again, no controversy, no offense, both are equally important. It depends which techniques work for you.
Mm.
I've seen many people that have been talking to different co-learners, but still they're not getting expecting result out of it. On the
Mm.
other hand, I've met many people who have been talking to himself only, and they are getting those results they have expected since they started learning this language. So it
Mm.
depends, because every single person has his own unique technique in order to master this language. You need
Mm.
to find your own best technique which can work for you. It could be anything. And
Mm.
you can, you don't need to wait for anyone else who is going to give validation to you. No, you can monitor yourself only that by talking to yourself, you are improving more, or when you are talking to different co-learners, from there you are getting tremendous improvement. So
Mm.
this is how you can get the result. Yeah,
Mm. Nowadays, there are so many AI apps also where we can do practice. But it's my opinion. I always practice with my co-learners. In
that's very
yes.
good. Yeah,
Okay. Do you have any question?
because
So
I
you can
guess
ask.
AI have some limitations. AI doesn't have any emotions, feelings. You
Yes.
can't even express your thoughts in such a way as you want to express with people who are living in a real world, right? So
Yes.
there's so many things that we need to keep in accounting while doing practice, because language is just not a virtual tool that we are using in order to communicate. In fact, when I'm using a language, it means I'm trying to acquire the whole culture of that language. I'm
Mm.
trying to understand the personality behind that language, and I'm trying to understand the attribute of that language. And that could be only possible when you are going to talk with people in your real world.
Yes.
And
Because
since
I
we have
always
been talking
thinking
with each
like,
other in
sorry
virtual world,
for
it's just
interrupting
because
you.
of practice. Mhm.
Okay. Because I always think like if I am doing practice with AI tool, after some time I can be like introvert person. I can become introvert person. So that is the reason I always practice with my co-learners. Yes. Any question do you have? So
Yeah,
you can
that's
ask me.
true.
Mm.
Well, I don't have any question, but I just want to know from your side that if someone will ask you that how can I improve my spoken English, so what will you suggest to him? That's the only question I have from your side.
Okay. If they are like you have already given me answer, if they don't know A, B, C, D, then they have to do work hard. But yes, if they you are not visible, yes, now you are visible. and it depends on their, how much they know about English language. If they can understand, they can write some sentences, then they should try to speak, and along with that they should do grammar work. This is mandatory. But yes, there are some learners who will always say first you should do grammar work and after that you should try to speak. It's a wrong thing. First you should try to speak and along with this you should do grammar work.
I agree. In my point of view, I would say we all are Indians and we should pride on it. Of course, English is not our native language, and we're just trying to acquire it for different reasons. Some of us wants to become an English teacher, that's why we are learning it. Some of us wants to crack IELTS exam for higher education, so that's why they're learning it. Some of us wants to become a writer, that's why we are learning it. And most of us are seeking for like a job, that's why we are trying to learn this language. So it depends.
Hmm.
But you need to find a powerful reason for yourself in order to master this language. Then only you are going
Yes.
to get command and hold in this language. Secondly, as you said, I have suggested many colons that don't be obsessed with grammar rules in initial stage. First, work upon your flow and confidence. Once you reach on that level where you can speak English without shyness and hesitation with anyone, then after you can go for accuracy. And
Hmm.
the more you have words in your mind, the better you can manifest your ideas in an effective and amazing way. Moreover, practice is the only key that you can use in order to get hold on this language. And I have seen many times people have a phobia of making mistake. They feel if I'll speak, I'm going to make a mistake. People are going to make fun of me. They're going to criticize and insult me. Forget about people. Forget about every single judgment. Just think about your goal, the reason you have behind learning this language. And if you have an English speaking environment, that's really great. If not, so you need to create it for yourself, right?
Hmm.
So we need to understand that English is just a language, it's not a rocket science. So just keep patience, enjoy the process of learning,
Yes.
and be passionate and crazy and mad about this language. The
Hmm.
more you're going to connect yourself with this language, you are going to immerse with yourself with this language, the sooner you are going to get result out of it. But you need to
Hmm.
remember one thing in your mind that never ever take this language as a symbol of your status. If you
Yes.
are learning this language, your mind should be very clear that why I'm learning this language. Do I have any strong reason to learn it? If yes, so go for it. If not, first I need to find that reason. Then I would start my journey of learning this language, and this is how you can learn it.
Yes. So it was a wonderful conversation with you. I hope you also enjoyed.
Yes, I enjoyed a lot. It was really productive, constructive, fruitful, colorful, and remarkable conversation with you. I have enjoyed a lot. Thanks for giving your precious time in order to connecting with me, and looking forward to your talk with again.
Okay. So till then, bye
Yeah.
bye. Have a nice
Bye, ma'am.
day.
Take care. See ya.
Bye.